Yeah, let's go ahead and pick up this key, since we've apparently left it. We didn't pick it up during the cutscene. What do you mean, what's this? You've obtained garden key. Alright, so I assume it's that door that was locked before. Not the grate that's over here, but like right down here. I don't know why I expected this game to receive a lot of reception. We're doing this for channel members. I'm silly. Silly me. Yeah, let's go ahead and use this garden key. Pretty much the most obvious thing you could do for a situation like this. I'm sorry, what is this? You have found the crystal jewel. The Luminescents are tiny creatures that feverishly pursue Fiona once they have caught wind of her. When a Luminescence makes contact with Fiona, it not only puts her in a state of panic, but it also ruptures, producing a sound which attracts the unwanted attention of nearby enemies. Luminescents do fade over time, but the most effective way to rid yourself of these troublesome creatures is to reach a neighboring area and close the door. Doing this cuts off the Luminescents' sensing ability and stops them dead in their tracks. Okay, so those are Luminescents. We'll go ahead and go through here since they gave us the warning sign. We don't need whatever's on top of this door. At least not for now. So why is there a chair here? Why in the world is there a chair here? This is just a normal chair, right? Probably. And this? Can't I just move the chair? I can't even go inside. The smartest thing you could do is put a chair there. Along with it, you could move the trees too. I mean, that's what I would have done. Alright. Oh yeah, there's these clocks. Apparently this is the way to save in the game. The clock etches out moments in time. Yeah, we're not gonna save. I forgot to show that last time. Yeah. I also forgot to do this. She does leave comments. Where am I? I was in a car with my parents. And it's no good. Everything seems so fuzzy. I guess she is one of the maids working here. She's so beautiful. Almost too beautiful. It almost seems unnatural. So she's referring to Danielle there. It almost feels like it was custom tailored to fit me. So it's the clothes that Daniela sent. It really clinches to my shape quite nicely, although it feels a little tight in the chest area. I have to get away, but where to? So that's the part when we first ran away. Apparently that creature was named Debilitas. That's why it's referring to that in the doll. So this machine is used to engrave letters into these plate things. The only question is, why build a machine for this sole purpose? What do the plates do? So we've already figured that out. It was for the golem. And open this door. What? There's no knob. Now what do I do? Wait, there is a hook here. Maybe if I attach something to it, I could use that in place of a doorknob. So another puzzle there. It involves a hook. Okay, interesting. I really should be a little bit more cautious. This appears to be in the kitchen. Looks like meat is being served. It appears they still haven't finished preparing it. So, are you entailing that they're gonna come back? We also have an item here. Which, come on, pick it up. You obtain chicken jerky. Why? Is that supposed to be a health item? Chicken that has been slowly deep smoked over time restores a small amount of dog stamina. I like how they already know that we're gonna have a dog in the game. So it's not even for me. And over here? No, I meant to interact. There's nothing in the pot. I just backstep because I pressed R1. What about over here? Varied ornaments. High-class china lines the shelves. Okay, nice. I wouldn't classify that as high class. Whatever high class is in China. Alright. So this is the dining room. And of course there's an item laying right here. Get that. Cracked plate key. Okay. Metallic plate that has been broken in half. The letters ST are carved into the plate. Okay. So it's a hint of some sort. I've unlocked the door. Bye-bye. I'm gonna close the door now. I wish I had not unlocked that. Okay, that sucks. So, there's some patrolling going on right now. Is there anything that we need over here before I continue? Nope. Okay. So, what's over here? Before I go further down, I still want to look around a little bit more out here. Like, what's this? The wall looks weak here. Maybe if I hit it hard enough, I can break through it? Okay, go for it. Oh no. Oh, squash the bugs. This isn't like Mortal Kombat Deception. Okay. Oh, what's this? I've obtained refined antimony. Okay, nice. We found another cracked plate key. So this one has the letters RE. So I have to make another plate that says it's rest, right? R-E-S-T. I mean, pretty self-explanatory there. What could this be used for? This appears to be a slot of sorts. Could this be some kind of lock? So yeah, I have to make a plate key that goes into this called rest. How many times are we gonna have to go back there? I don't know if I want to do that just yet. Anyway, we can't go through that just yet. We're gonna have to come back later with the rest plate key. And let's also check what's down here. The plywood panel door is blocking path. But it could be broken through really easily. Alright. It's as easy as that. And what we have here? The castle sketch. Alright, so we finally found the map, I assume. A hand-drawn sketch of the Belly Castle. A section of the rooms in the basement have been colored in red. So now it's... Okay, it's in maps now. Alright, so we're in the lower level. The basement one. I don't know. We're gonna have to like make some markings if they do that in this game. Numerous expensive spirits stretch along the wine rack. Okay. And nothing useful there. Huh? What's this? Chicken jerky. Just randomly in a jar. Who just leaves chicken jerky all over the place? Okay. The box emanates no specific odor. Looks like it is full of canned goods. So whatever haunting ground diet this is, it probably involves a lot of like canned goods. Chicken jerky. Probably human body parts, which I wouldn't eat.
I am Ricardo, keeper of the castle. So sorry to hear about your accident. Your parents. As Master Ugo and Mistress Ayla are both deceased, you, Miss Fiona, are the sole surviving heir of Belly Castle. Are you in pain, miss? Will you be alright? You've had a long day. Please, rest upstairs. Your bed has been prepared.
It's just a dream. This can't be happening to me. It can't be. Oh.
I am going out there ASAP. My hands are all sweaty. I gotta go out there now. Poor Hewie. Yeah, hightail it out there. Oh my gosh. This reminds me of the time when I tried to save Bella. Like, her arm got stuck on, like, between some sort of thin table. She was, like, yelping really hard. But I was, like, slipping on mud. This is kind of like the same situation, except I'm running into, like, the wall. It is digging deeply into the dog's neck. Whatever it was, I skipped the dialogue.
Go now, and don't get caught this time.
He'll be back. I gained his trust.
Go.
I can't believe there are people out there. that would do this to a poor, helpless animal. Look at all the cages out there. And that man, so big and freaky. I just want to get out of this nightmare as soon as I can. Alright. What do we do now? I don't know, I guess we'll just go back up. There's like nothing else to do on the bottom here. I've already checked. At least we got something to do. Alright, so we're gonna be heading that way then. Ooh, so we should be having Hewie pretty soon, since we just saved him. I just don't know when we're going to encounter him. There's this. It looks like there's something up there. She appears to lack grip strength. Okay. So we can't go up here just yet. It's going to be too hard for me to get up there. Okay, thanks for the hint. I see this. Of course, I'm not skipping whatever this is. It's nothing. I don't know. I assume it's randomly generated to a point where if you miss a certain item, you can go back for it later. There's this. Obtain a medallion. I still have no idea what those do. Maybe it's like a little bit later on in the game. Door is locked from the other side. Yeah, of course it is. And over here, a bridge, and we got another door, which I'm 100% sure is locked as well. Considering how hard she's banging on the door, I assume that's the escape. I gotta remember to check the comments too. Yeah. Judging by the fact that the hook is here, there's probably something hanging here, but what? My parents are dead? It has to be a lie. Maybe it's all just a dream. Or maybe I am in shock or something. That has to be it. It just has to be. Poor Pooch, you really look hurt. I hope you'll be alright. Hopefully you'll have enough strength to run away if someone comes after us. This hardly looks sturdy enough to stand on. I'm not a big girl, but it will take someone, or rather, something lighter than me to climb up there. We obviously know what that goes to. I just want to find a way out of here. I just want to get out, but since the gates appear to be locked, I only have one other option. I need to find a different way out. Oh, I had no idea you'd have to find a different way, Fiona. Expire Debilitas. Whatever he said. Push up on the right analog stick to command the dog to attack. Okay. Let's get this started. Why does he keep rubbing his crotch? Yeah, get out of here. He knows how it feels. Dog bites suck.
Thank you. You saved me. Come here. Come on, boy. What's your name?
I love the smile. Now this is a wholesome moment.
So you're Hewie. Well, hi, Hewie.
Additional dog commands. Hewie has befriended you. Give him various commands via the right analog stick. Up commands, normal mode, search the surrounding area, battle mode, attack. While biting enemy, press up to urge Hewie on, increasing the amount of time he bites an enemy. Down commands, normal mode, call Hewie to your side. While biting enemy, press down to stop Hewie from biting the enemy. I guess that's to escort their way out. Left commands, scold. If Hewie begins to act disobediently, scold him for his actions. This will have an effect on how Hewie responds to you? Right commands, praise. If Hewie is especially responded to a command or does something that is praiseworthy, then praise his actions. This will have an effect on how Hewie responds to you. Also praise Hewie while nearby and he will slightly gain some stamina. I feel like I'm going to be pressing this button a lot. Push R3 button, normal mode, command Hewie to sit and stay in that location. Battle mode, order Hewie to wait. This increases Hewie's attack power temporarily. Wait, what does that mean? Does it mean that he's getting a power up? Is he like what? Like a special Pokemon? Okay, sometimes depending on the circumstances, Hewie may ignore commands. In these instances, try approaching Hewie and reissuing a command while you are standing next to him. If time's right, the scold command can also be effective in these situations. Oh yeah? Dog has been saved to your file. Alright, I think now is another good time to save. I need to figure out how to use these controls because I have not figured it out yet.
No.
What?
No. No.
I'm sorry, Hewie. Wait, what? I'm using the right on the right analog stick. Is this right? Hang on. I meant to praise. Left is the scold. Right's the praise. This controller's lying to me.
Hewie.
Stop doing that, Fiona. Okay, so if I rotate the right analog stick, she commands him.
Go, Hewie.
Okay, that's definitely not what was said on the tutorial.
Good boy.
Okay, well, it looks like praising is actually L2 and R2 on my control. It's not left on the right analog stick, it lied. Okay, so how do you make him sit?
Sit.
Oh. So it is R3 to do that, but you also have to click L2? Okay, that's a little strange. It's gonna take some time to think about, but yeah. Let's go ahead and go now that we figured out the controls. Yeah, he's following us. Where should we go? Oh yeah, that's right. Let's go back here. We gotta get the rest plate key. I really hope Debilitas is not patrolling the area. Okay, sounds like Hewie's following us just fine. Pretty good NPC. Alright, good boy.
Good boy.
Okay, so now let's go ahead and go inside. I really hope Hewie signals danger for us. So yeah, we gotta use this. Rest. How many times we're gonna have to come back here? There's like a certain amount of attempts that we can do on this thing. I hope you can't easily lose Hewie, or else I'm gonna hate myself. Maybe if I go far enough, he'll follow? Yep, this way. Yeah, now you're following through. Don't get stuck. There we go. Pretty good AI. I like it. Not the best, but it's pretty decent. Should I wonder what that is? She looks busy preparing dinner. Perhaps this isn't the best time to strike up a conversation. Alright. Hey, where'd Hewie go?
Come on.
There you are. Let me go ahead and close this door before you go back outside. No. Don't attack Daniela. At least not yet. Alright, so now we can go ahead and go into the rest here.
No.
Stop saying that!
No, Hewie.
Yes, that's what I wanted you to say. You know what? You can come back out here. I mean, you're not too far. We gotta go ahead and do this thing. I think I'm focused too much on Hewie. So now this should be accessible. Okay. So I guess by rest it means rest room? Hewie, where are you?
No.
Stop saying that!
Come on.
Like, I am rotating the same way and she still, like, scolds him. Alright, keep that closed for now. Oh, well, this bathroom has a bidet. So the toilets in the castle are communal? Guess I'll try holding it for now. I've never actually seen a bidet. Wonder if this water is drinkable. And yet you're trying it. Status recovered. Well, I guess it's okay. Recovery point, search a recovery point to calm Fiona from a state of panic and completely restore her stamina. However, please note that recovery points cannot be used while you are being pursued by an enemy. I mean, it makes logical sense. Alright, what's back here? What are you so worried about, huh?
Hewie.
Alright. Hopefully that calmed you down. Yeah. So, whatever all this is, check this. Nothing useful, I guess. Here? Probably a hiding spot. And one more thing. The door's locked. Yep, terrific. There has to be something useful in there then. Oh, well, there's something useful here. Oh, there was something useful here. Chamomile. I don't think I've used any of it. I've gotten... how many at this point? I have 3. So those will come in handy later. We have not been in trouble yet. Hiding. Okay, so we have 2 spots to hide in this area. I'm glad they don't do any, like, random Scissorman jump cuts. I hate those, you know, like Scissorman jumping from the ceiling and all that. I absolutely hate when they do that. Or if you play the piano, he freaking comes out of the piano or whatever. It's like the absolute worst. I'm glad they didn't do anything tricky like Daniela giving me perfume too, because apparently Debilitilla, or whatever his name is, Debilitilla. Sounds like a more feminine version of him. But yeah, I'm glad she didn't ask me to try out some perfume. Or else I would have been in trouble. What were we gonna do? Well, he can No. We could go back outside, and he can crawl right under, you know, that one thing that I couldn't crawl through because of body dysmorphia.
Go, Hewie.
There we go. Trying to figure out what to do. I got a broken marionette. Okay. Okay, so it's a key item. Maybe it goes to that one door with the hook? Does that make any sense? Anyway, we gotta go down now.
Go, Hewie.
I think maybe he knows now. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted you to do. Now, really smart dog. I like that. You deserve all the affection you... Oh my gosh. I just want to give you some affection.
Good boy.
Okay. So, is there anything that we needed in this box? I guess not. Anything out here? There's this. What's this? We'll find out. Beef jerky. Another dog treat, I assume? There it is. I have a lot of items. Beef that has been slowly smoked. Over time, completely restores the dog's lost stamina and makes them happy. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Let's go ahead and follow through with whatever's out here. I've obtained ball. Okay. See him playing with his tail. This handy ball can be used for playing simple games with canine companions. Ah, that should be interesting. Yeah, let's go ahead and try this out. Let's see. How do we take this out? Oh, there we go. Oh, there you go. Thank you for the ball. Wherever the ball is. Ball.
Good boy.
Back in the inventory? Oh, okay. So it got back into my inventory. That's nice. That's a really cool feature. To play with your companion. Anyway. Anything I need to do with this? I really hope I don't end up, like, accidentally, like, kicking... Hewie. Took me some time to, like, think of his name. Well, I guess there's nothing to this. It's just a place where I can practice some combat. Alright. Well, I guess that's that. Not really sure what else we can do. The hinge is rusted solid. Try as I may, I can't open this door. Alright, we gotta go all the way back to where that door was. Alright, so let's go ahead and try this out. Any key item I take advantage of to a door like this. Oh my gosh, that actually worked. Okay, thanks. Let's go in here. Ooh, look at this room. The doll has been stabbed with small iron sticks. This place is so freakish. What is it, Hewie? Is there a ghost here? Something about this place definitely doesn't feel right. It's in red. What's over here? Is that the window? Someone trying to scare me? We have no idea, but whatever Hewie is concerned about, we might have to get out for now. I think I might know where this goes to, because I see a gate. So I'm gonna sit right on here. What's that noise? I swear I just heard something. I'm fully aware of what that is. So I need Hewie to come over here, and now I need you to sit.
Sit.
Now's my chance! I gotta run over there before he moves out of the way. There's this. It's a breaker box. Lower the handle. Sure. Okay, I'm not quite sure why we would want to lower that gate. I guess whatever this is was something deleterious, judging by how Hewie was reacting. Because if I went that way, I felt like something bad might have happened. Alright, what's over here? Is this a chair? There is an oddly placed chair here as well. This place continues to weird me out. Alright, let me save before we continue on. I have no idea what we're getting ourselves into. Oh. I wanted to get the item, but okay. Alright.
Who is this?
You must pay attention now, Fiona. Be wary of Ricardo. Your Azov.
Hello? Hello? Are you there?
Okay, what? Aware of what luminescents are, but what are Azots? I have to get away, I don't have time for this. What? Well, fortunately, we know where to hide. Oh my gosh. Let's get out of here, Hewie. It's freaking Debilitas. No. Hide. Hewie's gonna make it so obvious. Oh wait, no, he ran out. But if Hewie stayed there, oh, that would have been big trouble. Alright. Oh no! Hewie! I think Hewie maybe just be scared because he doesn't know where I'm at. Alright, so the coast is clear, but I want to make 100% sure Hewie knows where I'm at. I'm right here, Hewie. Don't worry about it. Hewie, come back. There you are.
Good boy.
Yep, you've been good. I love Hewie. Great companion. You gotta be cautious from now on, Hewie. Though I don't think Debilitas is smart enough to know that I was in the shower. He looked everywhere but there. Oh yeah, we can go ahead and check what's ever out here. I think maybe we can run? I don't hear him anywhere. Said the coast is clear. Though it's hard to believe that when they cut it off so quickly. Yeah, this is what I wanted to get last time. Magnesia. Okay. Well, we have that to defend ourselves. Alright, Hewie. Come on.
No.
I meant to... Okay, whatever. It annoys me when she does that. Just random chicken jerky, like in the middle of the mansion here. Or castle. I think I know where this goes around. This door looks oddly familiar. I've unlocked it. Yep, just as I thought. No, we don't want to be out here. Come on, close this door. Got a bunch of luminescents out there. Don't want them to rupture. Alright, so yeah, we can go up here. And I suppose we can stop the gameplay here for now. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Having a lot of fun with this. It's really a throwback to like playing Clock Tower 3. The gameplay is very similar, but I don't know. It's hard to say like what's more intense. I feel like so far Clock Tower 3 has been more intense. because we've barely had that many chase sequences. This is like our second one, but I'm pretty sure like a little bit deeper into the game, we're going to be running into a lot of enemies, like the Luminescence, Daniela, the Debilitas, Ricardo. Is Ricardo the same person in the phone? We might have to worry about that guy on the phone too. But yeah, that's going to do it for me, and I'll see you all in the next part.